Luis Chaparro is a journalist and producer who has spent a lot of time reporting on cartels, crime, and drugs, particularly in Texas and near the border, and he is joining us live tonight. Luis, appreciate your time. What more can you tell us about this Mexican Mafia, this prison gang?
Thank you very much for having me. Well, this prison gang, Mexican Mafia, it's been in the U.S. and it's a U.S.-born gang, but with strong ties to Mexican cartels or Mexican criminal organizations. The Mexican Mafia has been behind links with cartels like Los Zetas, now disappeared, and Cartel del Golfo, now operating in the area of Laredo and Nuevo Laredo, Texas.
How dangerous are they?
Well, they are completely ruthless. We're talking about like maybe the most dangerous cartel in Mexico right now. They are responsible for many killings. They're responsible even for attacking U.S. federal officers in the Mexican side of the border. They are responsible as well. I don't know if you recall, the 72 migrants were killed in Mexico, northern Mexico. That's what we're dealing here with that specifically criminal organization.
So this inmate escaped in Centerville, which is between Dallas and Houston. How prevalent is this Mexican Mafia in that area of Texas?
It's really strong, but I think if Gonzalo is trying to go south, I think he'll be looking at a bigger protection if he's part of Mexican Mafia, because Mexican Mafia has a lot of presence in areas like Laredo, El Paso, all that border area of Texas and Mexico. So let's say if he tries to run towards Mexico, it will be really hard to actually get him, because I'm pretty sure that he has ties to some of the criminal organizations that are going to actually protect him once he gets to the border.
So do you think that he's still in that area, or do you think he's long gone?
What I will say, I'm pretty sure that he's gone from the area and he's heading south. I mean, that's the usual in these cases. When inmates that manage to escape, they immediately go south. And in this particular case, him being part of a Mexican Mafia gang with ties to the Mexican criminal organizations, I wouldn't really be surprised if he is trying to get across the border into Mexico.
What more can you tell us, Luis, about this 2004 incident where Lopez ran away from police and he stayed hidden with the help of some cartels? Was that the same cartel that we're talking about now?
Yes, that's the same cartel. It was originally reported as La Maña, but La Maña is just a way to say mafia or cartel in that specific region of Mexico, which is Nuevo Laredo, Monterrey, Nuevo León area. So he was reported as being part of La Maña, but that's how they say cartel. But his ties were with Los Zetas. He was pretty active before 2005. And in those years, Los Zetas were ruling basically the whole states of Nuevo León and places like Tamaulipas as well, and specifically the border with the U.S., because that's where they operated getting drugs across.
What more can you tell us about the situation at the border and how they would prepare for him to try and cross? Because right now we're hearing they're zeroing in on sort of a 10-square-mile radius, but they have to be prepared that he may try to get into Mexico.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I think it's going to be crucial to have vigilance on southbound, going south, going into Mexico, because I don't know if he's going to hide for a while. He's going to hide for maybe days so he can advance slowly into Mexico, because I will say that will be his options, his first options. He's escaping life, and I'm guessing he's not going to want to stay in the U.S., especially with what he did now. So the most obvious is that he's going to go and look for protection with a criminal organization in Mexico.
Well, after his escape, he was added to the state's most wanted list. He is a dangerous fugitive with a very, very dangerous and violent past. Share with people at home what he's done that has people so worried that he is out there on the loose.
Well, he was part of one of the most ruthless organizations. He's responsible for killings, and especially I think Gonzalo is specifically dangerous because he's looking at we're looking at someone who was already convicted for life, you know. So he's not really he doesn't have any more to lose. You know, like basically that's he's killed before, he's kidnapped before. He was actually convicted for murder for $4,000 drug debt in 2005, if I'm not mistaken, of a woman actually. So we're talking about a pretty violent person, well connected into the criminal world, and with a long career of being a criminal.
Right. He is serving 2 life sentences in 2006 for capital murder, attempted capital murder. A lot of people in the area, especially around Centerville, pretty nervous tonight with this guy on the loose. There's a lot of manpower. We're talking about police officers on horseback, canines, and even investigators in the air using thermo imaging to try and find him. Talk to us about the latest on the search and what you're hearing from your sources on where they're at. Anything he's left behind in terms of evidence or a trail?
I'm not really, I haven't really heard if he left any evidence or something. I know that the search for him is really wide and it's very focused, but I will say that it's not going to take long before authorities are now looking into the Mexican border. Because I mean, if he managed to actually hurt and try to kill an officer, you know, like he's capable of doing
right.
anything and everything.
They're not taking any chances. Luis, hey, we appreciate you giving us an update tonight on this situation as we all follow it very closely. Thank you again for your time. Again, there is a $50,000 reward for this fugitive. His name is Gonzalo Lopez. He is 46 years old. His picture there on your screen. If you see him, do not approach him. Call 911 immediately. He is considered extremely dangerous. And as soon as we have more updates to pass along to you, we will do so here on Prime and across News Nation. All right. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.